Hello everyone, welcome back to LoveTheMainline.com. My name is Bill Shipp, creator of LoveTheMainline.com and banker with the Victory Bank. I'm here with Maria Quattrone, founder of Maria Quattrone and Associates Real Estate here in the greater Delaware Valley. Maria, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Bill.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm super excited to have Maria on the show today because Maria has a broad depth of experience in both the Philadelphia area and the Mainline area. And her real estate company is one of the most popular real estate companies here in the greater Delaware Valley. So I'm thrilled with the opportunity to have you on board with Maria.
Thank you.
Welcome, absolutely. So Maria, tell us a little about yourself and where you're from. Where'd you grow up?
Yeah, well, Bill, I am a born and raised Philadelphian. I grew up in Northeast Philly, and I finished my degree at Temple University and moved down into Center City in 1995, so I've just been here a few years. And about almost 17 years ago, I left my career in radio advertising sales and segue myself into real estate.
Wow, that's great. That's fantastic. So I'm super thrilled to have Maria, as I said, on the show today because she's created something great, and that is a very, very different and unique real estate company here in the greater Delaware Valley. So tell us a bit about how your real estate company is different. How do you go about it?
So one of the things that's different with our company, Bill, is that we operate as one team. So Maria Quattrone and Associates at ReMax at home. I'm the owner and founder of the company, and we operate as a group. So we have each person in our company, they specialize in what they do, whether it is from marketing to listings, management, to contract close, to business development, which is going on listings, working with buyers, working with sellers. And this way, we all work from our strengths and not our weaknesses. So if somebody asks me to write a contract, that would be a disaster because I haven't personally written one in over a decade. We have the contract people who handle that specifically, as an example. And we have a marketing department, and we have some virtual assistants that we also work with. So we work as one big group. And one of the things that we do extremely well is actually marketing and getting out there with video and social media. We know right now that there's over 75% of people's eyeballs are on social media on a daily basis. And that went from 20%, 21% in January. So everybody is on social media, whether it's LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, are the main three. And we cover all of those with all of our different marketing channels. And it's because we represent the Philadelphia metro market, which is Philadelphia County and all the immediate surrounding Montgomery, Delaware, Chester, Bucks, and also Burlington and Camden County. We utilize our reach with our TV and radio advertising to drive opportunities for our buyers and to bring buyers to our sellers.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for the tips and the background. So tell us, like right now, the Philadelphia market, the real estate market throughout the greater Delaware Valley, like, what's your perspective on it? Like, what's going on, and how long do you think this craziness is going to last?
Well, that's a great question. So the Philadelphia metro market is really broken down into whether it's in the city or it's in the suburbs, and if it's a townhouse or it's a single family dwelling. And what we're seeing, not just in the Philadelphia metro market, but across the entire nation, is that there is a segment of people that are looking more now than ever for single family homes. Some of them want less dense neighborhoods. Some of the buyers would like larger yards or a yard. We also have people that want now dedicated office space for their home, and that means one or two offices. So if you think about that, people are used to going to their office to work. They didn't have extra bedrooms to create office spaces. So this is why you see a lot of movement. There are a lot of people, you could be in a one bedroom and need to get into a two bedroom. You could have a two bedroom apartment, and now because interest rates are so low, you're buying a two-story attached townhouse or row house. We call them townhouses though in Center City. Or you're in a two bedroom row house and you want a 3-story or 4-story townhouse, or you could be in that 4-story, 3 or 4-story townhouse if you want a single family home out in Bryn Mawr or in Chestnut Hill, or you're going out to, we have clients that are moving to Phoenixville. We have people that are moving from the Philadelphia area. They moved to Reading. We have another family that we helped this spring move to California. Another family moving to Myrtle Beach. So it really depends where you are in your life. If you're an empty nester, or if you have children, if you're now working from home, what it is that you need. But what we have found is that people need something different than what they have right now. And that's why you see so much movement across all different types of real estate in all markets.
That's great. Thank you for sharing that. So right now it's a crazy hot real estate market. So to our audience that are buyers or potential buyers, it's a very competitive marketplace. What could a buyer be doing right now to sweeten their offer to the potential sellers? So we've heard stories of 10, 15 offers in one day now. That's crazy. So what could they be doing?
Well, the number one thing that they should be doing, Bill, is to hire the best broker that they can. Experience matters. The number of transactions a broker does matters. The days of using, somebody's cousin or friend or their neighbor down the street that does a few transactions a year are really over. You need somebody who knows how to negotiate. They know exactly what to do to provide you the best outcome, which is getting the house. And yes, with 20 offers, you better make sure that you're already buttoned up, you're already approved with a lender. It's extremely important. What can you do to remove as many contingencies as possible is another thing. Also, is everything ready from a financial standpoint? Have you provided your lender all documentation? So basically, it's almost like a cash deal. Or can you get pull some money out of your current home by doing maybe a bridge loan or getting a line of credit so that you actually could say that you are a cash offer. There's a lot of things that we teach our buyers to do to ensure that they get the house. So having the most experienced person in your lane is it's critical.
Well, thanks for sharing those excellent tips, and I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's a fast-paced environment right now. A lot of people looking to buy, and those are some great tips. So I'm sure our audience will appreciate those tips as well. And so now, when you see the future of real estate in terms of the markets here, the main line and Philadelphia marketplace, we can't ignore that as well. I mean, what are your thoughts on how long this is going to last? This craziness we're seeing right now.
I think that this is the very beginning of a different way that people are going to live and work. The days of having to be right downtown in Center City, if your office isn't going to be there anymore and you're going to be working from home, you don't necessarily need to live in the city. You might want to live on the main line. You might want to go out to rural Pennsylvania. Oh, heck, you might want to work in South Jersey and live at the beach. And we see families that have second homes that are living at the beach right now. Or they've bought another home in the Poconos and they're spending more time there. It's being able to find that property that's within like an hour or so driving distance from one to the other, maybe an hour and a half max is really what we see. But I see people living differently, the way they operate in their life and how they're spending much more time in their homes. People wanting to garden and they want to, so plant their own vegetables and grow cucumbers and tomatoes. And a lot of people want a pool. They want to make their home their compound. And I was joking about this like a year ago. I want a compound. I want my gym, my office. I want a big, huge barn kitchen. And, well, that's what a lot of people are looking for these days. And the ones that have the wherewithal to do that are able to do that. We have more $1 million sales in the Philadelphia metro market than ever in history.
Wow.
Right now. So that's very telling of what's to come. Also, you have to look at it. There's many industries that very unfortunately are collapsing in front of us. Whether that's in hospitality, entertainment, obviously restaurants, And some things like we don't even think about, well, entertainment, so they can't have concerts, so you're not have ticket sales, so it all trickles down. And one of the things that people haven't really recognized yet is that this is across the entire gamut. So you could be a high income earner or a laborer, $15 an hour, and real estate is affected by that because these people rent homes and they own homes. So if they no longer are in a job, in a career, then there's going to be continued lots of movement in the industry. There are a lot of foreclosures that are going to happen, unfortunately, but that's what they're seeing, and this isn't just fluff. This is real things that are happening. If you look at the country from the macroeconomic, you see we're having K-shaped recovery. So you have some businesses that are going to go up. Look at the Amazons of the world,
Sure.
And lots of other businesses that people would say are essential. The grocery stores. People are spending tons of money at the grocery store now because they're not going out to dinner the way they did. Okay, so you have a K-shaped recovery this way, and then you have other industries that are just going to be done. So that does affect real estate. It does affect people having money to pay their mortgage or pay their rent. So I think you're going to see a lot of things happening that we're not going back to where we were in February. That's not happening. It's not going to happen. So thinking about the things that are coming up, and I don't believe we've seen just anything yet.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that. And that's pretty information and important stuff. So thank you for giving all.
I know that it's pretty probably pretty heavy stuff too, but I'm not one to sugarcoat things, and I speak it from a transparent level.
Absolutely.
And I think at the end of the day, people really appreciate that because
Sure.
I'm not just painting that everything's fine and dandy. And the reason why I don't do that is, one, I have to live in integrity. Two, the information that we provide our clients, our buyers, and our sellers enables them to be able to make the right financial decision for them and their family. So if I'm putting back information that I know, for example, in Philadelphia County, we have doubled the amount of inventory that we did last October.
Wow.
Double the amount. You think about that. What does that do? Supply and demand. More supply, less demand. Downward pressure on pricing. And we're seeing that in and around the center city market. It's definitely not like the suburbs. Things aren't flying off the shelves in 5 minutes. Suburbs, there's multiple offers. Single family homes. Let's talk about mainly at single family homes. Because people want to be able to spread out. And if they're affluent and they have the financial means to do that, they're putting their money into the house. Interest rates at only 3%. One of our clients got 2.75% the other day. Another one's refinancing into a 15-year mortgage at 1.8%.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So putting their money into their home, letting it build equity over time, that's what we're seeing.
Wow. That's thank you for sharing some excellent tips today. Really, really great to see you, Maria, again. It's always a pleasure. And I love seeing your podcasts and your great solutions and great ideas you have on the internet. I mean, I love you seeing out on social media. You're one of the best at it, and we're all following and admiring.
Well, Bill, our number one core value at Maria Quattrone and Associates is to be the solution. And our Be the Solution podcast had started just this past the last 6 months,
Nice.
and we're excited to keep that going and growing. And yeah, you have to be positive and optimistic no matter what.
Love it. Thank you for sharing that. So, Maria, how can people get a hold of you?
Yeah, absolutely. You can reach me directly at 215-607-3535 is my office number. My cell number is 215-694-3903. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. You can message me directly there. Or you can always email me at maria@callmq.com. I answer all day. I'm on WhatsApp. We're on Slack. So I'm checking messages constantly to make sure that I'm responding and I get right back to people as soon as I can.
Well, thank you, Maria. I appreciate that. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us today on LoveTheMainline.com. Please be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Love the Mainline. And thank you very much for also being part of this special audience today. We appreciate that. And we appreciate all that you've done to help us grow LoveTheMainline.com. So for that, we will see you later. Thanks again.